in the chat right now, I mean, but like where they are other than supporters. And you know what? They're fucking kind people. Well, I mean, I played games with Pi before because that was fun. It was good to play Frog Squad with Pi. Wait. Oh yeah, I forgot. No, wait, no, there's more that's talking to me about fucking doing that. But yeah, I'm grateful still. You are great people to me, and I'll try to be greater people or a great person back to you. But I know how that shit is. I'm excited though. Good. Be excited. Be happy. We like it when that happens. Keep being ambitious. We should do it today. Today, ooh. There. Alright. I'll take you up on that offer. Like, why not? Hey, wait a minute. Where the fuck's my stone? Hey. Oh, there's my stone. Oops. But yeah. We're gonna fuck around and find out. And we'll keep messing around. And not only fucking around and finding out, but finding out if it can be good. And I believe in it being good. Because, like, hell yeah, man. It's funny. Like, even though I shouldn't talk about it publicly, I'll talk a little bit about it. So, we lost a friend. He didn't die. The friend didn't die, don't worry. Number one, yeah. But, like, basically, we had dissociated with that former friend because of how they were being very deceitful. Well, I was upset with them because how they were being deceitful to a friend of mine. And because of that deceit, deception, lying, and then going forward with just being like, oh, but I'm a neutral party, even though you're choosing the side of the person who did your quote-unquote friend who's my friend wrong. I'm over here thinking like, no, fuck you, get out. And so, you know, they're gone from our places. And I don't regret it. Like, mind you, technically we had to do this with, 2 other people before this. But because of those 2 people that we did it with, those being Cyrus and Sue, we got rid of Engine because of his biases. Because he quit on us. And essentially, most of the people who were in Fantasia had rebanded into Vivastoria. Because Light Knight had taken over Vivastoria. And honestly, good riddance to them. Most of them. I don't think they were all bad people, essentially. But I understand that there are certain issues that we had in Fantasia. That we weren't doing things. Stuff wasn't getting done. And yet, I'm still angry. But with having Lucky, I'm sorry, Lucky, for calling you out a little bit. I feel like you'd be a good replacement. And I don't mean to consider you a replacement for Engine, because, like, fuck no, Engine. Because, like, you and him are 2 different people. Like, unfortunately, for him, you have more of a personality. And not only that, but you actually engage with us in a way where it's not predatory. You don't do it for your own benefit. You do it because you genuinely want to, or that you just ask it. It's like, hey, can we do this? And it's like, oh yeah, sure. And it's like, okay, for sure, that sounds fun. And then we just hang out and have fun. Like, we have fun with no pressure because You were smart. My personality is that I'm a stoner. Lol. I don't think that's your personality at all. If anything, you're just kind of mellow, and that's good too. I like your mellowness. And at least with you being mellow, at least you're not melodramatic. So thank you for that. But yeah, we did think about wanting to get new talents for Fantasia eventually, but I don't know. Maybe I go randomly quiet and don't say anything. And that's fine. I don't complain unless it's like, oh yeah, something's actually wrong. I was like, did I do shit? Did I fuck up? But no. I don't mind if as long as I don't fuck up and hurt you that way. That makes you go like mute. Alrighty. And I've done that before. I did that with Cupid during that one Jackbox night. Like, thankfully, we hashed it out. But I still feel a little bad because she didn't deserve to feel that way. No. I just have nothing to say, so I just listen. Oh, yeah. He observes. He observes and he learns. Hell yeah. I don't mind that, though. It feels nice to have somebody who just does that, who just sits there and listens. And I guess one of the issues with why they had decided to leave in the way that they did was because to them, I guess we didn't do enough. And that's probably a part of it, that we weren't active. We didn't communicate in a way where it made people happy. Yeah, I ain't really good at conversation. That's fine. I'm not complaining about you right now. In fact, I'm complaining about other stuff, so you're fine. Ooh, mine. Ooh. Ooh. I don't want to do that, never mind. But like, but before that, before Sue and Cyrus got terminated and then took over the Vistoria, whichever it's called, right? There was issues before that. There was the warning doc on Kagetsu. And if you don't know who Kagetsu is, don't worry. He's not important or relevant right now. But to sum it up, he was the original manager for Vivistoria. And then, after that, we cut ties with them. Warning doc? Yes, there was a warning doc. There was a lot of information that was put in that doc about him. Like, I don't really like talking about it too much because I know there's other people who are more than willing to just distance themselves from it and not be involved because, you know, they don't want to be involved with someone who was like that. Because, like, not only that, but Kagetsu was a minor at the time and nobody knew. So that was a big issue, in fact. And it explains a lot of their activities, unfortunately. And yeah, there was a warning doc that was made and released during December because he was trying to go into Irium. And because of him going into Irium, while that doc was released, Cyrus and Sue made Cupid take the fall for it. For her releasing said doc. Which is... that's not something you're supposed to do. Because apparently, despite me not being all mentally present for it, unfortunately, that's my fault. I don't mean to be like that, but I have habits where that happens. They didn't help her. And they made her take the fall for it. Because they didn't want to get any backlash for it. So I will be truthful. there were some unnecessary things that were put in the doc, such as, well, his real face. Because, like, it's bad enough that he was even here, or that we were hanged out with him for as long as we did. Like, mind you, 15 or 16 was his age. Oh, yeah. Yeah, it was bad. And, like, I was someone who met him before they did. Before I became Boomi, I was a moderator in his server. Before he became KagetsuRyouma. And during that time, I should have seen signs. There was so much shit happening that I didn't understand was actually not supposed to be happening. Because, like, whenever, before he became Kagetsu, he did things that implied that, like, oh yeah, he's gonna, hurt himself. Like, doing overdoses and stuff. But apparently those were lies, and that he fabricated it. Just so he can have people sympathize with him more. Which I understand wanting people to sympathize with you and to hear you out and to be your friend and to do all that stuff. But that's not how you do it. That's not how you make people stick beside you or stick by your side. There are better ways and easier ways to do it and kinder ways to do it, and that was not one of them, unfortunately. And it was a little bit before I started streaming that I had disassociated with him as not only a friend but a mod, and publicly. I wanted to wish him the best. I wanted him to grow as a person and to become a better person for not only himself but those around him, because he hurted a lot of people. And not only that, but considering the fact that, like, he was a cheater. But then again, not only was he a cheater, right? Like, he's cheated on Cupid and Engine because they dated. Which, that ain't good. That ain't good. I hate cheaters. Me too. But I hate how, in this situation, how bad it is. It just is bad in general, all of it. It makes everybody look bad whenever I talk about this. That there isn't just one bad person, even though that's not what we want to have. I don't want to blame anybody. And thankfully, me and Cupid made up in September after that. Whoa, what the fuck? Oh, that's my backpack. Yeah. And I'm grateful to be friends with her again. She helped me whenever I least expected her to help me occasionally, and I mostly just help her back whenever I know I can. And it ain't bad. But truthfully, I don't think it's a bad thing either. I like that I can twist their heads on straight sometimes. Even though I know I can't do it perfectly. Like, I get in there and I can rationalize with them a little bit. Because it was my fault that we did terminate both Cyrus and Sue. And it was also my fault that we all distance ourselves from Engine. I don't regret it. And I don't feel like I should. Because another thing that pissed me off was how they both, Cyrus and Engine, claim to have DID, and yet neither are diagnosed. They don't have diagnoses. So that's pissy and very iffy a lot of the time whenever they have done that. So sitting there and experiencing what they do, I'm thinking over, like, if you really want to be taken seriously, then go get diagnosed. Like, I'm not trying to say, like, oh yeah, you're invalid if you're undiagnosed, but it helps you understand yourself better whenever you are diagnosed. You are benefited from said diagnosis if you get diagnosed. Because if you don't get yourself diagnosed, you're gonna fuck yourself over more mentally. And the other people around you. And nobody wants that, usually. No one wants to have their friends leave them because they're unmedicated or unregulated issues. And yet, they decide, no, they should accept it. They should accept that I won't diagnose myself even though that's something that I'm supposed to do, and I'll just claim to be having this disability. So, like, mind you, I'm diagnosed. Not DID, thankfully. Thankfully, I do not have DID. I am diagnosed on the autism spectrum, but I believe I am more so in the realm of... Oh, I was here before. Of Asperger's than just autism and ADHD. Because that's what I was diagnosed with when I was younger. I'd gotten diagnosed when I was at the age of 5. And it's been hard. It's been hard. It's been very hard. But I don't let it explain all of my actions. I just do what I can when I can, if I'm able to do anything at all. Woo! Okay, that's fine. And I just try when I can. I'm sorry if it sounds very... I'm not trying to be performative, no. Preach to it. I'm trying to preach. I'm trying to understand what I'm trying to say. It's hard. Where there are people who claim to have something and yet they don't try to seek out a diagnosis. If you really want to get help, if you really want to benefit from other people understanding you and being able to understand you, then you need to give them the opportunity to find ways to understand you instead of just being like, no, I'm this way, fuck you. You can't go like just because somebody wants to understand what the fuck is your reasoning for certain things. It's not enough. And you are not okay whenever you just go like, no, everybody hates me. Everybody hates me because of my disability. It's like, no. People do not hate you because of your disability. They hate you because of how you act, and you're blaming it on your disability. There is a huge difference. That is not the same thing, and that will never be the same thing. Do not blame all your mental issues only on your disability. The only time that you can do that is if it's severe enough to where you have harder times with coping mechanisms, and you haven't found those proper coping mechanisms yet. That you can't find your way out of the fucking stumps you've put yourself in, and you don't want to be in those stumps anymore. I understand that. Because, like, I know nobody wants to be stuck. I don't want other people to be stuck either. I don't want myself to be stuck in it. I'm kind of stuck in a way with where I am. But I'm working on it. I'm fixing myself slowly and surely every day in different ways. Maybe. I don't feel like I am 100%. Because I don't know when I will be necessarily 100%. But I'm happy to even be alive right now. I'm happy that I even can stand up and say, I've done my best. I have ADHD too. Well, yeah, I could tell that's why you do the weed. Not trying to fucking, hold on. What am I not trying to do? Discredit you. No. Because, like, I figured that was a thing. Like, I think you said it before, did you not? Like, it makes sense for certain things and why you can't do certain stuff. That's what we gotta teach you more for. Yeah. And it's okay. But yeah. It's one of the reasons why I'm grateful for the fact that I was even able to graduate high school. Because I was at the risk of failing. Very frequently ish. Not ish, but like I nearly got held back a grade. As well as, well, I don't know. It's not that I don't know. I'm trying to figure out what the fuck I'm trying to say again. Damn it. Having issues with with my peers. I was a troublemaker as a kid. I was a delinquent. I would get suspended often. Most of the times they would be in school suspensions. ISS. And I had an IEP. And with those struggles that I've had, I've also have teachers who have disregarded my IEPs. And just thought like, oh yeah, this is made up mojo junk. It's not important. They don't actually need it. They'll be fine without it. And yeah, I wasn't fine without it. I couldn't learn jack shit because of them not according to my accommodations in my IEP. And it sucks whenever that happens. Whenever you're blamed for something you can't control. That is indeedly something you can't control. It is no one else's fault that you are disabled. But it is also your responsibility whenever you can in a safe space to tell people that you are with other disabled people, I guess. If possible. And if not possible, then it's fine. No one's gonna hate you for not feeling comfortable. But do not expect people to accommodate you if you can't allow them to do that. If you don't give them the time, the reasons, or the day of asking for proper accommodations for how you're treated. Because accommodations are essentially boundaries. If you don't tell someone, like, hey, I don't like it when you do this thing, blah, 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 blah. If you don't do that, but you're just silent and not speaking out, and then you blow up because they don't understand why you're upset, it's not only on them, it's also on you. It is on you for not communicating that you felt uncomfortable, unheard, and undeserving of love in that moment. If you had a moment like that similarly, I guess. I don't know. But I feel good. It's not perfect right now. I like pizza. I like pizza. Okay, thank you for liking pizza. Like, I like pizza. Yum, yum, yum. Oh, boy. Mm, pizza is good. It is yum, yum, yum. But yeah, you get what you ask for if you're able to even ask for it. That's for sure. If you don't fucking ask or do shit to show, like, hey, I wanted this, why didn't you give me it? I was like, I didn't know you wanted it. You can't be mad whenever they didn't know. And if you told them before and they didn't know then that's kind of on them to a point, unless there's someone who says, I need reminders. Then that's understandable, though sometimes occasionally questionable, you know? It's fun. That's my relationship with my dad, honestly. I need to remind him about things that I need from the store. Even though he remembers some things, he won't remember everything. So I have to text him sometimes about the stuff I need or the stuff I would like from the store. Ooh. Or stuff similar to that. Because, like, unfortunately, with me and my family, I haven't talked to my dad in like a month. Well, I hope your dad's okay, and I hope that you're okay. Well, I know that you're somewhat okay, but you know, at least you have dad. Dads are good whenever they're good dads. We don't like deadbeat dads, nor deadbeat mothers. Yes. You know, fun fact. Mine was technically, yeah,